Kingdom again, I have a super enhanced, amazing walkthrough coming in the mail with all kinds of collectibles. And I just wanted to get a way to have this streamed up on my channel. I don't have a capture card. I'm not really that high tech when it comes to doing this stuff. So it would be nice if Nintendo allowed for direct streaming to YouTube or Twitch, but they don't right now. Maybe that'll be a feature in the next Nintendo console. But for right now, this is going to have to do. So here we are at the beginning of Tears of the Kingdom. Well, not really the beginning. So the prologue where we're walking through underneath of Hyrule Castle and we discover the Zonai and we discover why maybe their kingdom is beneath Hyrule when the lore is they live in the sky. And then something happens to Link and Zelda. They're separated. Link wakes up with this funky arm, and here we are trying to get our way out. So hopefully this is coming through okay. Believe it or not, I'm using an iPhone aimed at the television screen. So if you're looking for high tech, this is the place to come. I never really noticed Link's footprints there. Look at that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Doesn't take much to get me excited, but I love this game. I have over probably 200 and something hours in it. It's pretty bad. I have a problem. But I did want to get it up on my channel because I just love it. And lately I've been going back and playing old games. This really, I wouldn't say is an old game, but and Nintendo stuff. So probably because a lot of the newer stuff really doesn't really move me that much. Excuse me. Playing with the Pro controller, which is a great controller. If only all the puzzles were that simple. So what's cool is, you're seeing the rotation here, and there are platforms to walk on, which would lead us up to that area there. It's really important to survey the surroundings in every Zelda game, but especially Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. They sort of, I guess, became different in terms of their style. So a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but some people like the more pseudo open world style, more linear, like in Skyward Sword. And Breath of the Wild introduced this huge open world style of Zelda. So I'm sort of in between. I really like the old style Zelda. I like the 2D Zeldas. I loved Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, stuff like that. But I definitely feel like this definitely has its place, and based on the sales and the success, I think most people would agree. So I'm pretty sure I can't do this yet. Yeah. Now you can come back here with your abilities. Once you get your ability of freezing time or slowing down time. You know what's interesting too? I'm stuck in Skyward Sword mode where Link automatically jumps off of a ledge. You actually have to. Link has a jump button. Talk about evolution. Alright, so right now we can't get up there. And we can't climb up there either, which is disappointing. I never actually really gave it I never actually tried. Can't do that. And he doesn't. Yeah, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get that. I never tried this. I don't know why I'm trying it now. I'm just being a little weird. No. All right, let's get going, folks. I love, like every Zelda game, I really enjoy there's something about them when it comes to just the world that you're in and exploring and just feeling like there's endless possibilities. And these two games definitely did that. I'm always amazed too what the Switch can do. I still am. Dash. Jump. I never really spent time here at the beginning. I just looked around. I rushed through, so it's really interesting just to check out all the little details. Some of the designs that are faded in the walls here that like give you a hint that this was a place at one point in time that was important. I love that, just the big dive. So unlike in real life, landing in water even from a great height will not allow you to mitigate damage. You'll wind up dead. I just want to spend some time here and look around and soak in the atmosphere. I heard some bats or some... Oh, those are some bats. Oh no, those are some birds. Yeah. Hinting at where we're going to wind up. Again, I'm streaming this from my phone into the television screen. That's pretty much how I make most of my videos. I just play games and film them with the phone and then try and edit them as best I can so that they look well. I don't have a capture card. I'm not really interested in getting into that. Low tech when it comes to technology and stuff like that. You actually see that little bloom at the bottom left of the screen. That's the window and the sun coming through, folks. I've got archaic legwear. Let's do that. Let's put that on. So we've got a skirt. Link's an Irishman, confirmed. Except there's actually something under the kilt. If you were a proper Irishman, you would have nothing under the kilt. Here comes that Breath of the Wild moment that never ceases to amaze me. Look at that. Look at the birds flying off. I'm just so appreciative of their creativity. I really am. And I keep coming back to it, which is like my saving grace, because maybe it's because I'm ancient. Modern gaming has really sort of let me down, especially this generation. With the exception of a few really good games like Stellar Blade, I really, really love. I'm really looking forward to Astro Bot, the new one. I love the launch title that came with the PS5. I love the fact that they included a game packed in with the system, kind of old school there. And there have been a few, but for the most part, I feel like, for me, these Nintendo games just consistently hit. And I love the idea. I don't know if it's because of the underdog thing or what, but, you know, hardware that everyone says is low powered, I love the idea of them consistently surprising me. I mean, I would have never thought at the beginning of the Switch generation that something like this would be on the Switch. And then, you know, stuff like this. Just amazing. The music, and I love that there's no like noticeable popping. You know, when you're approaching the land from up high on an underpowered system, you would expect to see the trees popping in all over the place. And I don't know. I just feel like either I'm a big kid and I'm satisfied with Nintendo, or I got to the point where I can appreciate stuff like this. mean, look how pretty this is. That's insane. And I love how the weight of Link sort of presses down on the lily pad, so you can see some of the water soaking up. I love it. So yeah, here we are. I'm just going to play around here for a bit, check out the graphics. And you know what it is? It's like the in-between cell, I don't know if it's cell, it's not cell shading, but I mean just the lighting and all the little effects, just, I don't know, it's just such a joy to play this game. Now see, I never did that before. I didn't know Link could swim underneath of these. And I just did that, didn't I? I'm trying to dive. How did I manage to swim underneath of that? Oh, wait a second. Here we go. I just swam under that. And I have no idea how I did it. Oh, well. Great Sky Island. Here we are. I love the orange and the yellow, just the different tones and stuff like that. It's really cool. Let me try and touch the screen here to hopefully get it in focus. Again, we're super high tech here, guys. You know, phone pointed towards the television screen, streamed to YouTube through the app. You can't get this anywhere else. Don't have to pay to ask questions. You don't have to contribute to a Patreon. You just have to love games. I already have plenty of money. I love the dragon up there. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful game. I like not going where you're supposed to. So obviously we're supposed to go this way. If you play the game, you know where to go. I like sort of just doing things you're not supposed to do, or maybe they don't expect you to do right from the beginning, which is just look around and appreciate everything. Again, I'm waiting for that guide because I want to go through it again with the guide so that I get everything the first time through, which is what I'm excited about. I'm also excited about the guide that's coming. Maybe I'll do an unboxing of that or an opening of that and let you see the book and the artwork and stuff like that. That sounds like a good idea. I think I remember there being some stuff up here. So there's the lily pad where there's the body of water where we landed. We dove from up there. I'm not sure if there's some stuff around here or not, but let's look around. I know there's a little bridge, not a bridge, like a landmass that connects these two areas all the way around. All the way around. I'm also playing Ocarina of Time again, and I'm really just amazed. Like, if you lived back if you were alive in 1998 and you had a PlayStation 1 and a Sega Saturn, you knew that, 3D gaming was in its infancy and they were really trying to figure out how to get everything to work. There were tons of Sky Shroom. Link loves shrooms. There were tons of games coming out that really didn't do 3D too well. And then all of a sudden, first attempt going from 2D to 3D, Ocarina of Time came out, and it was just, I mean, if you were around back then, it was amazing. Literally amazing. Look at the clouds. What's great is I can actually see elements of Ocarina of Time leading all the way up to this, and it's one of the only great things about being old. You have that sort of that history, or that lived-in history, when it comes to something like, that you enjoy, like video games. So for me, it's fun to talk about that stuff, or to find those little connections. Just exploring a bit in the beginning. I'm not going to do too much too soon. I want to get that guide as I talked about. It's really interesting to look at that. Like we're super sunny over here and cold and snowy over there. We're just looking around all the places that we're not supposed to go in the beginning of the game. I always want to let go. I hate waiting for Link to climb. That is a jump I'm not going to be able to make. I don't think. And I don't want to try because I probably might get hurt. There we go. We want this sky shroom. So there's the area that we are supposed to be walking towards, which is right here, from up here, where we landed. We'll head back that way in a second, get some more shrooms. The weekend's coming. What's down here? Nothing. All right, so yeah, we were coming from up here. So there's our landing point. There's our lily pads. We walked all the way around from right to left, picked up some shrooms, looked around, looked at the other area covered in snow, and we were supposed to walk straight down here at the beginning. I want to look around for some more shrooms, pick up everything I can before I get that strategy guide and start over. You know what's kind of sad is the tree branch, I think, has more strength than the damaged. Yeah, than the damaged decayed master sword. That's depressing. Let's pick up some more shrooms. And hopefully this came out okay. This is the only way I really have to stream Nintendo games. I never thought about it before until I got this little tripod to hold the camera. So for me, it's good enough. I just like getting this stuff up on my channel, to be able to look at it and talk about it, play it, have fun with it. Again, I'm not looking to be a professional YouTuber, because why would you? So we come into this little area, we notice something that we haven't seen before, no idea what that is. If you played the game before, obviously you do know. If you're a nerd like me, obviously you knew before the game came out. But I'm just looking at this from the point of view of a... The Master Sword is running low on energy. Are you kidding? I actually forgot the buttons. Okay, we're going to pick up a Zonai Charge. We'll find out what those are later. And a Construct Horn that we can use once we get a certain ability to make a weapon even stronger. Let's look around a bit before we go where we're supposed to go, which is that way. So, over here, I think there's a chest. I like a good chest. Master Sword. I don't want it to go away, but it's gonna. We've got a wooden stick, folks. You know what that means. And then an altar here where they used to sacrifice virgins. I just made that up. That doesn't happen in Zelda. I'm trying to remember the button presses. It's hard going from like a PlayStation to an Xbox controller to a Nintendo Pro controller because the buttons are different. Some more tree branches. Let's look back here just in case. I've never really looked throughout this entire area. Some more shrooms. Why not? And there's our buddy. Ooh. More shrooms. I should call this the shroom stream. All right. I love the colors. Link, I have waited for you. Princess Zelda left something for you in my care. And it's a switch. This is the Puripad. I'm told it is an invaluable tool that will provide you with direction. I'll take that. By the way, that's what the new Switch looks like. The new Switch, Switch 2. Princess Zelda's prized device. It has a variety of features that are essential for an adventure. Open it with that button. I received it from Princess Zelda. I have now passed it on to you. My records indicate that Princess Zelda is waiting at the location marked on its map. My message has been delivered. We stand in the Garden of Time. The Temple of Time is visible from here. It was used in the distant past. Many rites and ceremonies of the kingdom were held there. But no more. Now it is a lonely place no one visits. Find Princess Zelda. Let's talk to him a little bit more. Yeah, you told me that already. All right, goodbye. All right. So we know that's the Temple of Time, which is where we are conceivably supposed to go, but like always, we're going to do things a little bit differently here in the beginning. Just looking around. Again, a little sort of transparent tutorial. You saw this symbol way back at the beginning, so you know it is an indicator for a way to progress. Right. I love that you can hear just off in the distance that waterfall before the music keyed up. You can just barely hear it. I love that. There's little details like that that you would think, why would they bother? Definitely want the apple. We didn't pick up the apple back here, did we? A little trick to get these apples to where you don't have to climb. Like, obviously you're gonna have to climb for that one all the way up there, but just jump. You got two of them. So here's one all the way up here. I'm not really sure if we can get that, but it's important to get all these as much as you can in the beginning. There we go with the jump. So that you have something to help you with your health. Because the game isn't, I wouldn't say this game is easy. Which is why I think some people may have been a little bit less receptive to it compared to past Zelda games. Now, past Zelda games weren't easy either, but I think Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and the way that they changed the formula made them a lot more difficult. It's just my opinion. Let's pick up the pot and let's throw it, and let's get the apple. There are some more pots here. Oh boy, my behavior is a threat. Must be a college campus. Hello, you seem to be new here. Do you intend to use that as a weapon against the soldier constructs? What's a soldier construct? Soldier constructs are those of us given strict orders to protect this land. The Zonai who created us directed them to eliminate trespassers. They will consider you a trespasser. You must treat them as a serious threat. Allow me to offer unsolicited advice. It is crucial to maintain a proper distance and target your opponents. Swinging haphazardly will not yield results. Here we go with Z-targeting, folks. Z-targeting, created by Nintendo. You may practice targeting on me if you want. Oh, but please do not actually attack. I won't. So, Z-targeting, here it is. Makes things much easier. When it comes to combat in a 3D space, Ocarina of Time again, folks. I'll take the apple. I'll take that apple. Nothing here. Talk to him again. Tread carefully around these soldier constructs. You see, our creators gave them strict orders to protect this land. Got it. They will consider you a trespasser in need of elimination, but be careful around them. All right. Gotcha. So we're back here with another jump. Pretty much did everything we need to do in this area. Talked to everybody we could, picked the apples, got some weapons in the form of tree branches and sticks. Hear the waterfall? Damn, music keyed in again. All right, so let's go. I love the splash and the little water jumping back down. There's a frog. Hot-footed frog, a quick frog that can be found hopping around near water. Cook it with monster parts to draw out its speed boost effect. Sounds good. So, of course, we just dropped down and we're supposed to go that away, but we're going to go this away and just look around a bit. There we go. Under the lily pad. Now I figured it out. You're supposed to just jump and move forward. All right, so it's interesting going in a direction you're not supposed to go, and then you sort of just get lost in all these little details, like this. Like this is a constructed platform you're on, floating above the sky. Really, really cool. We landed in that body of water, but what is this? Like, why is this here? Let's explore. Let's look around. Aha. I'll take an arrow. The bow is very important in this game. At least to me it is. Nothing. Let's just look around, explore, take our time. I wonder what's down this way. This is what these games are all about. It's about taking your time. Like, you would never find this area If you just see what I mean? You've got to do some exploration. Now, I know what this is, but imagine playing this for the first time, going off the beaten path and finding this. We know who that is. You're not Hestu. It's a Korok. But you see me. I don't know someone like you. I didn't know someone like you see children in the forest. Well, if you see Hetsu, please return this to him. A Korok seed. Oh, and my friends are hiding in lots of different places too, so you should keep an eye out while you wander. Again, one of those instances where exploring a bit, even in the beginning stages, can yield some really fun results. All about exploring and existing here in this world and taking your time. That's what's great about these games. Look at the birds. I think about Jak and Daxter on the PS2 when the pigeons were sitting there and they ran over and buzzed them. Alright, so I don't think there's anything else in this area. We're going to head back to where we landed when we dove down for the second time in the water. Oh, there's somebody. Alright, yeah, there's the water that we landed in, and we were supposed to come this way. Let's let him get dizzy. I keep taking these wooden sticks because there's not much else to use. So that's where we ended up when we dove down the second time, and we are supposed to go this way. So let me save here, and I just wanted to get this early stage up before I get my strategy guide and start the game completely over, hopefully not missing anything with this playthrough. I'm glad I was able to get this up on the channel, even if it's a low-tech way of doing it. So hope you enjoy this if you happen to watch it. And if you haven't played this game, please play it. It's really good.